You guys are fantastic. Thank you for showing up. Everybody's chatting away in the comments. I was watching HG Tutor while I was waiting for people to come in. This is marvelous. So, welcome. So, we did survive the storm. Our estimate is we think we got about 14 inches here. So, it was a significant amount of snow. But Demon Dictator, there you are. Look at Demon Dictator. How you doing? I didn't even see your profile pic. So, poor Harry. I was just catching up on his Harry woes and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I want to kick it off while you guys are sorting out the questions that you have for Mixtape Monday Tarot. Which penny is in here? Is it Penny J or Penny D, or do we have 2 cents? Humanaki's here. Hey, Humanaki. Penny J. Susan's here. Susan freezing out in Wisconsin. Melissa, good to have you back. And everybody's talking about the difference between Persians and Iranians. Love it. Love it. Oh, look at who's here. The Fitness Hutch. I am 37 pounds down. 37. I feel like I'm getting a little weak, though. A little weak. Speaking of weakness, we're gonna guys, the Fitness Hutch, good friend of mine, him and his wife, lovely people. They've got an amazing channel that hopefully they are gonna breathe some life back into. You have no sound on? Oh, so you can't even hear what I'm saying. So the Fitness Hutch, what a guy. Dave Murphy, how much is that in centimeters? I have no idea. That Paul and his wife Mel, 2 of the nicest people I've ever met. When I go over to England, I'm pretty much going to show up at their garbage cans because I've put an order in for their bin. So, Demon Dictator, I'm on Wegovy. So this is not willpower. I am doing it the chemical way. But I long story short, after I got married, at how old was I? It was 10 years ago. So I was like 44, 45. I immediately put on an absolute shit ton of weight. And what in the world is happening, guys? What in the world is happening? Let me fix that. What is going on here? We're gonna hang on. That was weird. I'm back. Hi. I'm back. Have I experienced any side effects? A little bit. Just on the shot days, on the days that I actually take the injection, I have to mind what I eat. I have to be a little bit careful about what I eat. So I have like a whole I have like a whole eating plan that I worked out. So it's like a lot of broth and mild stuff. But Penny D is here now. Hi, Penny. Now we got 2 cents. We got both pennies. So one of the things that I found out is that we have to, it was a combination, Demon Dictator, of I was overprescribed antibiotics, which ruined the biome in my stomach. and menopause, and I got married, so we were like celebrating. We were like having a great time. So so Mel and Paul will be back maybe in March, maybe for spring. We'll do some spring cleaning with them. They've got great content. It is physical fitness and mental fitness, but it's awesome. We just sit on the couch and have a chit chat with them. Hutch, we absolutely have to. I know things got in the way. Angus's birthday is coming up too, so this Friday is his birthday, so I've got to splash it out for my baby boy. I got to do things like, oh, I'm going to be 18. So, all right. So one of the things I wanted to talk about today was, and energetics. We're going to talk about energetics because as I said, I was watching HD Tutor. And so guys, like, I just drop your questions for Mixtape Monday. If you haven't watched Mixtape Monday yet, drop any questions you want about pop culture. I'm going to be taking them from the chat. Put them all in bold so I can see them nice and easy. So HD Tutor did a video on don't tell him that, Dave. HD Tutor did a video on Megan's receding hairline. And it got me thinking that, you know, she's got some legitimate reasons for her hair to be kind of banged up. You know, one of the things that I did, I invested in a much better styling product because Steven, my fabulous hairdresser from Chop Chop Bang Bang, has all these brilliant highlights in my hair. So if I use too much heat, it's really going to make those highlights get frizzy. So I don't want to do that. So I invested in a new hair dryer and one of those cyclonic. It is not a Dyson. I didn't get a Dyson. I'm not that kind of psychic. I'm not making that kind of money. But I got a Dyson dupe, and it actually, I'm seeing less damage. I am definitely seeing less damage. So there's a few different ways. So there's chemical damage that Megan could have. There's also traction damage from getting extensions or tying your hair back too often. You can get traction damage. So thank you, Ian. I got your question marked there. Thank you for doing all caps. That's awesome. Heat is terrible for your hair. So my oldest sister gets her hair straightened. She's got really curly hair, beautiful curly hair, but she doesn't like it. She gets her hair straightened, and it does take a beating. You know, you do have to trim it regularly. You have to be very careful. You typically can't have those long tresses without really damaging them. So then I realized that, like, Harry is losing his hair too. So I want to talk to you guys, because we don't just do tarot. We talk about energetics and psychic stuff, and you can hear Raven barking at Greg upstairs. I want to talk to you guys about energetic and spiritual symbolism of hair, because we want to always add more value. We want to give you guys some fat to chew on later on tonight. So many traditions, hair is considered an extension of the nervous system. So when our nervous system gets frazzled, your hair gets frizzled, and your hair starts to do things. When your when your nervous system goes offline, you can start to lose hair. There's not that connectivity there. So very, very, very interesting. Yeah, Megan had like a big, buoyant, beautiful afro, which made it back for a little while. God bless Lenny Kravitz for wearing his for a while. You know, I love Lenny Kravitz. If you guys don't know, I am a Lenny Kravitz fan. Let love roll. Yikes. So, you know, we'll talk about, you know, Samson and Delilah. You know, we saw in the story of Samson and Delilah, Judges 13 and 16, that he got his superhuman strength from his uncut hair. Yes, you have to be very careful. I don't shower. I shower. I don't wash my hair every day. In fact, I can get to like 4 days without my hair being really banged up. So Native American cultures view long hair as a connection to the earth and spiritual world. It's creating that big bridge between the root and the end point. Really, really, really cool kind of thing. So hair loss can symbolically reflect a loss of power. It can also we can see that loss of power, vitality, or identity. So we can see that sometimes when we are changing branding or changing personality, those kinds of things. So that I thought was really cool. Thinning hair and shedding hair may represent energetic overexertion, chaotic exertion, where we're like kind of throwing energy out to a whole bunch of things without any return on investment. Disconnection from one's true self. I think that really has something to do with Harry. And also loss of ancestral or personal identity. Very interesting. So yes, it can be hormonal. Also, like I said, I'm really transparent about that. I'm on the Wegovy shot. That was one of the things that people talked about. The Wegovy shot and Ozempic and those GLP-1s do have an effect on your hair. So that was part of my research. And what I got was a scalp scrubber because I want to keep the energetic profile in my scalp nice and stimulated. So the scalp scrubbers, if you haven't seen them, they're kind of rubbery and they have like spikes all over them, but big spikes. And you can kind of really scrub your hair in. So, or really scrub your scalp. So hair and identity, especially for women, it's been associated with beauty, femininity, youthfulness, status, robustness, vitality, fertility. Chemical straightening, weaves and extension can carry both empowerment and trauma, both physically, emotionally, and spiritually, because of the concealment of true self. So there is a little bit of maybe your true self is trying to come out and fight the straightening process. So that was an interesting thing that I came up with in my research. So there is some royal symbolism with hair. It is considered our crowning glory. I do spend a lot of time on my hair. I will admit that I don't have a problem with that. And I use castor oil on my face. I don't use it in my hair. I use straight hair products in my hair, but I'm very careful with my hair. No longer tying it up at night because somebody had told me once upon a time to tie my hair up at night. I don't do that anymore. Now I just kind of leave it alone. I brush it out. I just kind of leave it alone. And I wake up and it actually looks really good. So in the context of Harry and Meghan, who literally stepped away from the crown, specifically the royal crown, this hair loss becomes really potent because they have distanced themselves from royalty and the crown. Their symbolic crowns, their hair, could be diminishing as well. Now, William throws a monkey wrench in that because William is losing his hair. But this could be realigning their inner authority, shedding their old identities. Very, very cool stuff. Dragonfly. I love this idea. Castor oil mixed with coconut once a month on your head overnight. I will try that. I'm going to try that. I will try that. So, guys, what do you think about this? You think that there's something? Yes. So Socrates, that's where I'm going with this, baby doll. So do you think that there's some energetic connection between Harry being critical of William or their shedding of their old roles? Hi, Erica. I'm glad you caught alive. How you doing? How you doing? So let's see if there's some connection. If he's dealing with some karmic craziness. Let's see. We're going to be using Curious Creatures Tarot today. This was just what I pulled out today. I'm stoked about it. Everybody welcome Erica in. She finally caught alive. And when you said, oh my word, I thought you meant I'm on my way. On my way. I say that to the kids all the time. All right. So is there some kind of karmic payback that we got here? Star in reverse. Let's see. So I do think that honestly, Dragonfly, what a karmic deal that must have been. We'll unpack that a little bit too. Hang on. I'm going to unpack that a little bit. So Harry did not think in terms of genetics. In terms of genetics, his genetics are going to be the same as his brothers, right? They presumably came from the same mother. Baldness comes from the mother's side. So as my son is staring at my nephews, because my nephews both have thinning hair, and so my son keeps looking at them, going, "Mom, I think I need minoxidil." I'm like, just chill out, just chill out. So I don't think that Harry thought that his future hair would be the same as his brothers. And I do think that he was using it as a fulcrum to define youthfulness, which would be akin to relevancy. So Harry has long tried to prove that he is the relevant brother, that he's the one that the people are going to look to see what they should do and what they should wear. When in reality, they're 3 years apart or 2 years apart. They're this close. So I think this is an old trope. Oh, the old man, the old man. Oh, you're acting like an old man. I think this is an old trope between the two of them. And 9 of Wands, he doubled down on this. He locked himself into that idea. I do think that there's a little bit of karma that's coming through on Harry's balding pate. So what about Meghan? What is the energetic cause of her losing? Hi, Carol. We just got here. Don't you worry, baby. Don't you worry. What is the energetic cause of Meghan losing her hair? The Fool in reverse. Now, this is what I was talking about before, and I just got, oh boy, I got a bunch of cards all at once. So this is what I was talking about before, that she's kind of recklessly steamrolling ahead, trying to rewrite the story. This is a rebrand. We're getting a rebrand. Here, throwing out energy all over the place is causing her to lose more of her hair. I'm saying it now. There are going to be spiritual and energetic causes, and there's going to be physical terrestrial causes as well. Part of this is she's throwing energy out all over the place. We've got the cookie queens. We've got, as ever, we've got altruistic stuff. She's trying to do too many things. Melissa, this is the Curious Creatures Tarot. I love this deck. Mad World Tarot uses this all the time. That's where I first saw it. They're little anthropomorphic dudes, dudettes, and everything in between. So I think hers is more energy poorly spent with no return on investment. The 5 of Cups is repeated and worldly disappointments. It's just we're not getting anything that's great here. You know what? Zeph, I am putting on the Hypsee link right now. So we have the Hypsee link on too. Now, we are live now. And we are on YouTube. So there we go. Jack of all trades, master of none. Yes, I think she really is trying to be a multifaceted company, and we're seeing it turn up right on her head. So start live event. Boom, we are started. There we go. We are live, guys. So personal questions can come through Hypsee, or through super chat and super stickers. I don't know if YouTube is too happy that I'm using Hypsee these days, but we will see. We will see. I'm going to be live on Hypsee after. If you guys want readings, I am trying to hit yet another goal for them, and every reading counts. Every reading counts. Karen, did I see your question? Let me go back up. Yes, Karen, I got it. I got it. Sit tight. Sit tight. So Harry and William's karmic connection. Harry and William's karmic connection. What is William's lesson to learn from Harry? We got William there. Good morning, Susan. Got Harry there. So William, his karmic connection. Oh, now that's an interesting connection there. That is interesting. Demon Dictator, if anybody throws super chats in, it's like whatever. And then I have like specific ones in the Hypsee link too. So pop culture is in the chat, Merc. Pop culture. So we're doing a split. We're doing the first half is Mixtape Monday, and then the second half is going to be personal questions. So William, his karmic lesson from Harry is to separate from him. And it's to know when to stop working a problem. Harry, High Priestess. Oh, High Priestess in reverse and the Magician in reverse. His is more about tuning into those gut instincts, tuning into the direction that he should be going in versus the direction he wants to be going in. And to understand that, I hate to say he's a talentless fool, but the Magician, talentless fool. Talentless fool. Yeah. So, Melissa, the super chats allow you to put a comment in there. So it's just easier for me to see. All right. Let's get into your questions. Ian Barton, this is a great one. Great one. Melissa, that's okay. That's okay. If you want, it's pop culture, just put in all caps. But if you want a reading for yourself, you can either go over to Hypsee or you can super chat, super sticker. There's a little $ in your chat, in your chat screen, chat field. So Ian Barton. No, we're not allowed to say the S word on YouTube. We get in trouble for that. Believe it or not. But let's see, is Tom Cruise going to stay with that organization? Is he going to stay with that organization? And, you know, it was funny. When I was in college, a whole bunch of us, a whole bunch of people that I worked with at a bar, they Dragonfly, that's cool. I'm going to bring that up on the screen in just a second. That's pretty cool because I do that all the time. I'm going to do it right now. And you should never leave your water sitting around because it absorbs everything. Pretty wild. So a whole bunch of us that I worked with, we all read Dianetics. And we all had a different opinion about it. It was pretty funny. Dianetics. L. Ron Hubbard. Remember those commercials late at night? All right. So Scientology would never. I said the S word. They won't take me. Too much of a mess. 50 people in the chat. Woo! All right. So Tom Cruise, where's he at with his organization right now? 8 of Cups, not going anywhere. Five of Pentacles, but he is busy. He's outside of the organization. Eight of Wands. He's not spreading the word right now. Humanaki just got yours, honey. So he's not spreading the word. He's not preaching the gospel right now. He's focused on work, 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 work. He's actually focused on his home. Something about his family. And I don't think it's the kids, because I think the kids, the daughter recently got married, like in the last couple of years. Melissa, I got your question about Blake and Ryan. He's changing the legacy of his family and changing things, I believe, in his will. We've got the Justice in reverse. I think he's making some changes. Why is this coming up for a reading on the organization? Is he leaving all of his money to the organization? Let's see. Hanged Man. So there are, a lot of people will leave notable funds in their will to religious organizations that they may be a part of. It's not out of the equation. And I think that he is making some adjustments to the funds that he intends to leave to that organization. He's not going anywhere, guys. He's just really quiet on the organization right now. We're just going to call it the organization. If you know, you know. Somebody's going to think like that's like an Illuminati thing. It's a mafia thing. That's why you do that. So I don't think he's going anywhere. Now, oh, Mark, because you're watching me, baby. Mwah. So what about John Travolta? John Travolta going to stick around? I'll make it a little bit easier for Mark to see. There you go, Mark. Mwah, there you go, baby doll. There you go. Maybe. Why not? Hey, Mark Green wants to know why he's so horny, baby. Yeah. I said maybe it's because he's watching me. And he said maybe.
How you doing? Face?
Huh?
Not so much here.
Oh my God! What happened to your face?
But right here. I'm a lizard, Harry.
Greg's got a big goose egg on his head. What happened?
I had to get ramps for the snowblower because Dad couldn't do it anymore. He was way too good at it. That actually scared me. So we went to Lowe's. I got some big ass boards. And
the board smacked you in the face?
No, I smacked myself into the boards.
Do you want to show everybody your wound? Huh?
No, don't look at me. I'm hideous.
He's not hideous.
Don't look at me, Johnny. I'm hideous.
So, Fiona, if you go to my community page, it'll bring you right to the regular screen. It'll go. Zeph, leave Mark there for now. He's just being honest. It's all right. Yeah, Mark, you're getting a reprieve. My main mod, Zeph, is not putting up with any baloney today. So, all right, let's talk about Tom Cruise. Oh, no, we're switching over to, sometimes. Well, I got these big floaty things here, so it's like a life jacket I'm wearing. So, let's talk about John Travolta. Let's see, John Travolta. I'm going to change the question. Has John Travolta already distanced himself? The fool. Look at that. Look at that cute little dog. Everybody loves a cute little dog like that little court. It's like a spanielish kind of dog. Amanda! Everybody say hello to Amanda. Everybody wave to Amanda down there. She is not in a snowstorm. So I think that the organization, Shelly, good to see Shelly. Shelly's my business partner. She's over there raising kids, raising hell, raising Cain, raising Abel. No. You're still on, Mark. Calm down. You want to come over to the regular chat? It's totally fine. You're fine. You're not getting timed out. So John Travolta, I think, has already done the distancing game from it. I think he's already kind of put himself at a distance. Oh, Shelly, I'm sorry. I was not feeling great yesterday. Nothing is worse than when you're sick and you've got little kids and they're not sick with you. Happy Australia Day to Dave Murphy. It was Australia Day yesterday, I believe. So, John Travolta, is he going to get back in there? Tower, no. 10 of Cups. He is perfectly content at home. You know, he's got that gorgeous daughter named Ella Blue, and then he's got the little guy. I can't remember the little guy's name, but that was another kid that they had. And you know, he does have some issues because of the possible surrogacy for those kids. So, Mark, you're 63? Huh. Your handle looks so young. You're right in the right spot. I'm going to be 55 this year, so you're right in the right spot. So, all right. So, John Travolta, is he keeping his head down because of all the surrogacy business with Lisa Marie? You know, his psyche just can't take it anymore. Sun in reverse, King of Wands. He is more focused on the things that he can affect that are already in his span of control. That's really what he's trying to do. He's not trying to stir a pot or get involved in anything else. I think he's got enough weirdness going on with the kids because the kids allegedly came from Lisa Marie and Riley Keough. So what happened? What are you doing? You're doing the dance? Greg really did hit his head. You're doing that dance. Did you get stabbed? My poor husband. So yeah, Ian. Yeah, but it was the 70s. Mark's a cowboy. He's a cowboy, baby. Zeph, I don't know. Zeph's asking the big questions. Oh, guys, this is my bestie. Kay, you want to come up? Are you working still? You want to come up? Come on. I'll send you a link. I will send you a link. Okay, I sent you a link if you want to come up. You don't have to put your camera on. I could put a picture of you up. I could put up your Medusa picture and everyone could think that she is Greek. So she's Greek. She is Greek. What's that? Oh, are you a fetish head? Greg said from the wedding. I think Mark Green, the cowboy, is going to come over. He's gonna be hanging out. He's gonna be hanging out here now. So, oh, Melissa, thank you. Thank you. Hang on. All right, so we're gonna. Oh, let's see what's going on with this. So you saw on another channel. So, Karen, help me out. Was it a tarot channel or was this like real news? Was it actual real news that came over? It was YouTube. All right. So that's a yes. That's a yes. Ten of Swords. They're beating a dead horse. You know what's really sad? This is why they're doing. I'm just going to move those down here. Ears clogged. So did I tell you guys that's from the muscle pain that I have? The acupuncturist told me it didn't have anything to do with that. Melissa, just put a question in bold, just all caps. I won't think you're yelling at me. So yes, there is a channel and it is beating a dead horse. This is the Kate Made Me Cry. It was the opposite that happened. They're never going to stop. This strength card, they're never going to let this go. They're never going to allow William and Catherine any peace. Sussex Watch. I've seen that channel. It came up in my suggested. It came up in my suggested. So not surprised. Not surprised. So let's see. The purpose of that channel is to change the narrative. It is to change the narrative. That's what this Seven of Pentacles is about right here. This is the why, and this is alarming. We can do the job better than they can. And it doesn't matter how we have to do it. We have to let people know that the myriad reasons that they should dislike them. So yes, I am going to say, I think that there is some negative PR out there. Negative PR out there. Oh, Avid Gardener. Love Avid Gardener. Fiona. Love that lady. Love that lady. Oh, did Alicia do readings on a Margie? Hi, Margie. It's good to see you. Zep, you're a maniac. So all right, we already covered that karmic deal. Which of Merck's spirit guides are with her right now? There's a blonde lady, and that is a terrestrial association. And there's also a taller gentleman, white-haired, kind of a short, trim white beard. Both of them are with you right now. The lady is like, she's like lemon sunshine. Like she's kind of like Lemon Pledge or Mr. Clean. Like she's actually purifying your environment right now. There's a lot of lemony energy around her. I know that sounds really weird. So 35% of us, if blessed our water, we instantly shift into unity consciousness. I love that. So guys, Shelley taught me this trick. If you need to learn something, read the book. study the book, put a glass of water on top, let it sit there all night, get up in the morning, drink it. It's going to absorb some of the information from the book that you didn't absorb. But I like this idea. We blessed our water. So we'll talk more about that this week. Dragonfly, that's going on my content calendar. Humanaki. So will William's kids grow up the same as Harry and him, at odds, taught differently, like eagles? Only one hatchling survived. Why aren't okay? So let's unpack this. Were Harry and William raised differently? Temperance. No, I think that they were both raised in a very similar fashion with that reverence. Why? 6 of Swords, 5 of Cups. William, just by the nature of the position, was very focused on the gain, like what he was going to gain from that situation. And over here, Harry is more focused on what he's not getting. So William was looking at the grass as always, like the glass is half full, and Harry was looking at it as, what am I not getting? What do I not get to do? So will the Waleses be raised in the same fashion? Three of Wands, 3 of Cups. This is kind of different from what you're asking. I'm going to drop your question so that everybody can see it. So I think that they are even more so getting specialized education for the roles that they're supposed to serve, or expected to serve in. I think that they're doing it even more so that there is none of this coveting from one brother or one sister to the other. I think that they're really making sure that there are specializations for each of the kids. Is it going to work? Is it going to work? I don't know if it works. It seems that this is an experiment to make everyone a king or an emperor in the position that they were assigned. Carol, I've read that she's being mentored by Princess Anne too, which I think is brilliant. I think that that's a great way to go. But what is different, I think they're not allowing these kids to have the plebeian experience that Diana, Princess of Wales, was putting with her kids, with Harry and William. I think they're omitting that. I think they're saying, by living lowbrow, it's too easy to kind of slip into a permanent lowbrow mentality. And that's why Harry's veered so far off course. I'm trying to be nice. So I don't know if this works. Do they have a contingency plan to correct? Page of Swords. There is, bonsoir, Francois. There is a contingency plan. But I don't know if it works. I think that they should rethink this. if they're doing, like a Montessori school style change, I think that they really need to kind of steer that in a different direction. That was an interesting read. Very, very interesting read. Let me just answer this. Okay. All right. I got your question, Laura. Do I think Ryan and Blake will divorce? Now, I just read on this in the regular mixtape tarot. I think they're sticking it out for now, but with the way things are going, are they going to stay together? The energy that is in place now. Devil means sometimes we gotta stick in that relation. They won't be able to restart after it. It's cheaper to keep her. It is cheaper to keep her. So fun for us. Like, she'll keep doing movies and hitting on the married men that work with her. But he's not gonna walk from that marriage. He's got way too much to lose. He's got all that Mint Mobile money. And I think they're just kind of tra-la-lying anyway. So it's a shame. I really liked Blake and Ryan as a couple. I really, really liked them. I think it's a shame. I think it's a shame that they turned out to be terrible people. Oh, yeah. He is constantly in Maureen Callahan's woodshed. Constantly. So Melissa. All right. Melissa, thank you for your super chat. We really appreciate that. And let's see. Are you going to meet a guy ever? Well, I mean, it's 50% of the population, or 51% or 49%, whatever it is. Let's see if you're going to meet somebody this spring. Let's look this spring. Nine of Wands. Oh, baby doll. This is what I'm going to tell you. All right. So it's not them, it's you. And this is why. Like, don't be upset that I said that. But what is going on is there's something about you that's kind of got brakes on, and energetically people are reading that. So a little bit of examination here. I want you to look at the past relationships that you had, and if there's some commonalities there, and see what it was that initially attracted you to those relationships that share the commonalities, because that's what's happening. You've already decided that you don't want one of them. You don't want one of those old archetypes. You want a different archetype, but you haven't created it. And I've talked about this on my channel before, creating the customer archetype, the boss archetype, the employee archetype, the relationship archetype, creating an avatar and designing it. And then you can bring that person in. So if it's somebody who likes to travel, somebody who likes to play backgammon, somebody who likes to listen to jazz music on Sunday afternoons, like, you have to actually create that avatar. Somebody who has kids, somebody who doesn't have kids. But right now you've already created like the do not disturb list, and you've kind of got your hands out, but that's still what you're attracting. it's still what you're attracted to. So I think you need to kind of flip the script on this, because that's why we're not getting any candidates in, because energetically you're kind of holding everyone at bay. God forbid you should get one of those old archetypes in. So peel away the layers on what archetypes you had been attracted to, and then create your ideal partner avatar. And I want you to write it down. Like I talk about my book over here all the time. This is manifestation book. And what you can do is write in there, because when we're writing, we're bringing it from the thinking process into the physical. Write down that avatar and then go back, work on it over a week. Don't just write it once. We don't pick a husband after meeting somebody on one date, but keep writing it down, keep revising it. I think if you do that, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to get a cup of tea. I think if you do that, you're gonna find that you'll open up the avenue to getting one in there. Shelly, in her sickness-addled mind, says it starts with you tuning into yourself to create them. Thank you, Shelly.
Shelly caught the bug.
Shelly caught the bug. Well, you're not going to dodge it for very long with kids.
No, I mean, you're not Neo. You can't dodge all of them.
Nope, can't dodge all of them. Nope. Zeph, the Love Channel. Soon we'll be making another run. The Love Boat. What a great theme song. All right, so is Mark a real cowboy? I think, and is he remotely near Northern Nevada? So is Mark a real cowboy? I think he said he's a vegetarian or vegan. So is Mark a real cowboy?
Oh, wait. So he's a vegan? Maybe he's a cow man, like a minotaur.
Oh.
Yeah. Wouldn't they be vegan?
I guess they would. All right, Mark, are you a real cowboy? Are you a cowboy, baby? I think he's a converted cowboy. And is he remotely near Northern Nevada?
Is he a minotaur?
Mark, where are you? Mark, I am a remote viewer.
In the middle of a labyrinth.
I'm trying to find him. I keep getting Idaho. I keep getting like Idaho, Montana. Mark, Zeph is spiky today, just so you know. She's very spiky. Greg thinks he's a minotaur and he lives in a labyrinth on Crete. You live in a house in Utah, but you're in New York right now. Okay. So I was getting something. I was getting like Idaho. I kept seeing Idaho, which is not far from Utah. So I was close. It was close. But if I bought a plane ticket, I would be in the wrong state. So Mark, how'd you do during the storm? This exciting storm that we had here. Oh, Zeph, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. All right. So, and guys, we are going to be wrapping up soon because I do have a booked reading after this. Is Queen Camilla reptilian? Two of Swords, shapeshifter. Magician, Nine of Swords. So it's a little fantasy story here. So I think that Camilla, if she is a shapeshifter, she is unable to shift her shape right now because of her sicknesses. But I think she feels okay with it. Like she doesn't get any of those super special powers that you get when you're in lizard form or otherwise. But she's fine with it because it's a lot of pressure to keep shifting back and forth. All right, what else we got? I thought that said Greg. How does Prince George, feel about starting a new school away from Charlotte and Louis? Yeah, right, Laura? Interesting. Monsters are such interesting creatures.
Nice dog. They'll never win. Bobby did pretty.
Bobby Pin. So how does George feel about starting his new school? Sun, I think he's okay with it. So the sun card is always a good card. It's always a bright, sunny, fun thing. Sometimes the sun's coming out from behind the clouds. 7 of Cups.
That's a lizard person.
Death card. What was that?
That's a lizard person.
What? Oh, yeah, that is a lizard person. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. 8 of Cups. So, and Tower in reverse. I don't think he's going to stay there. Yeah, they did. I don't know what school he is. I don't know what school he's in. So I think that there are some things that he misses about being on castle grounds. There's not, yeah, it's more, even though he's probably at like one of the elite schools. I think that it is very different from how he's used to living. And I think that his parents have provided a, comfortable family life. He's not at Hogwarts, Greg. Those of you that are new,
British.
It's my husband, Gregopedia, over there heckling my channel. Who needs trolls when I'm married to one?
Honestly.
Zeph's going to time you out.
I'm hot.
She and Spiky today. Zeph and Spiky. Spike. So.
I thought British people went to Hogwarts.
We wish. So I think that there are some luxuries that are missing, but it's more in terms of the emotional luxury of living at home with your parents and having a good home. And having a good and supportive, sound family. I do think that he misses the tumble and chaos of Louis. And Carol says your bump has gone to your head. Everyone's talking about your bump on your head. It is quite the goose egg. I can see it from here. It's going to have its own weather system. So Dave's going to time you out. Look, Dave's saying it. It's most likely Eton. Would he be at Eton now? At this age? He would go to Eton? Huh. Okay. But I don't think he loves it. I don't think he loves it. I think he misses being with his family, being in a closer, tighter environment with his family. So, do Daddy Peltz and brother? Okay. All right. What is Mr. Peltz think about the whole situation with Brooklyn? What does Nicola Peltz's father think about the whole situation with her and Brooklyn? What does he think about David? The hangman. Guy gets away with everything. He doesn't, nothing sticks to him. He's like Teflon. Like Teflon. What does he think of Victoria?
Of course. Have you seen him? He's gorgeous.
Victoria, he thinks that she doesn't have any talent and that she was just in the right place at the right time, which is rich coming from that guy. What does he think of Brooklyn? He thinks that Brooklyn was raised like veal. I wouldn't even be surprised if that's a term that he has actually used. The kid was raised like veal. He was exposed to everything and nothing all at the same time. The Fool 2.0 is like a lather, rinse, repeat. This is going to be like some of those other families. I think Mr. Peltz has actually said, what do you think they're going to have, like the Jackson 5 or the Beckham 4? I think he's made some pretty pointed comments about the Beckhams. Page of Pentacles. They're an interesting family, but why do they try and create these pathways of success for their kids? If you're successful, you just kind of give it out to your kids. You just share in that wealth. You give them part of the business and they just tra-la-la. I don't think he quite understands that, by association, you can't be a top footballer. By association, you can't be the next Spice Girl. Like, there are no Spice Girls. So I think he's made some pretty pointed comments about them. And that the format that the Beckhams were using really set the kids up to fail. Because if they can't get into the success stream, they're going to fall on their face. And we've seen this with Brooklyn, because Brooklyn tried to be a model of photographer, celebrity chef. You said he's probably going to try and be a DJ next, right, Greg?
If he does that, he has
the trifecta.
Well,
so like the EGOT of
the
Nepo babies.
EGOT of Nepo babies.
EGOT of Neko babies. Maybe he is a Neko baby.
The four horsemen of the Nepo babies.
The four horsemen of the Nepo babies. So I think that Mr. Peltz is very critical of the way that these kids were raised. They were kind of raised to not be able to do very much. So it was like, do this or do nothing kind of thing.
Now, that's a perfect counter argument to your friend who's a painful singer. This is somebody who has had a chance and given all the chances and still can't make it.
So, I you know what? I know where that question's coming from. Hang on, Humanaki Dragonfly. Hang on, because I see that question. So, what is Mr. Peltz's plan for Brooklyn Beckham, husband of his daughter? Oh. I think that he is actually pushing for more reality show. This is bizarre because Brooklyn Beckham is now screaming privacy, privacy, privacy. His daughter the wife, Nicola, is an actress. But I think that Mr. Peltz is saying you may as well jump in and do reality show. Get out there. Is it going to be like a response to the Beckhams on Netflix? I think that would be very foolish, because I think the Beckhams was pretty wildly successful and to great acclaim. People were saying it was really a fantastic show. Haven't watched it yet. But yeah, I think he is telling them to go on out there and prove to everybody how great you are, because they haven't had a chance to do it yet. To be continued. Oh, just covered that. All right, we're going to wrap it up after this, guys, because I do have a private reading after this, and then I will be live on Hypsee for the rest of the night for instant readings. I'm going to probably stay up a little bit late. So, yes, there are only a handful of good Nepos. Nicolas Cage, Nepo baby. Emilio Estevez, Nepo baby. Emilio! So Una, is she the biological daughter of Amber Heard? So Amber Heard did use a surrogate. And fun fact, did not know this. It is illegal to use your own eggs for, correction, a friend of mine told me this, that it is illegal to use your own egg for surrogacy. How could you forget about Emilio Estevez? Morgie, he was the cutest of the Rat Pack. Jeff Bridges is a Nepo baby?
Father Lloyd Bridges.
That's right. Ties the whole room together.
That's the dude.
The dude. Now I want to watch that. Now I just want to sit around and watch movies tonight. Jeff Bridges, right? I still love Charlie. He is bananas, full of tiger blood and all kinds of other horrible things, but I still love Charlie. Shelly, Emilio! How about Liza Minnelli? None of us are talking about Liza.
Carrie Fisher.
No, she was in the list.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, Carol. Mwah. We'll see you next time, sweetie. So, did Amber use her own egg? High Priestess. Six of Wands. I don't think she did. I think she used someone else's. Eight of Cups. Yeah, that's. I don't think that Una is genetically Amber Heard's. I think they used a donor. So what's going on with Liza? No, nothing's going on with Liza. Okay, we're just talking about Nepo babies. So that is the end of our questions. And what I'm going to do is close the questions, kids. I'm sorry. I know you hate when I do that, but yeah, Demon Dictator. I know. I know he may have done that. I'm trying to believe he didn't. I know. I'm in denial. It's terrible. Don't think I'm a bad person because Charlie's full of craziness. A lot of people say a lot of things about Charlie Sheen. So who knows what's real, what's mythology. He's full of tiger blood. So, all right, guys. All right. So this is what we're going to do. I am going to go take care of this booked reading that I have with one of my wonderful regular clients. But then I'm going to be live on Hypsee. The link is in this video. And love button number 5. If you guys want to come over for instant readings, it's a per minute charge. You can go over there and you can drop in for an instant reading. You can also schedule readings on there, and you can request recorded readings on there. Likewise, on my Calendly link, there's a link for Calendly in the description of this video as well. That will take you right over to my calendar where you can schedule in advance according to whatever your schedule is. So those are set pricing, for an hour, half hour, 20 minutes, whatever. So guys, hope to see some of you on my schedule. It is a crazy week. I got to get sweet baby Angus something for his birthday because he is not letting me forget about that. I got to make sure the bills are paid, the electric stays on, the snow is shoveled, and the food is cooked. So I'm going to be here all week. Tuesday, Thursday, we are going to have reading rooms, 3:30 in the afternoon here for me, 8:30 in the evening for the United Kingdom. Dave, I have no idea what time that is for you. But Friday, we're going to do our reading, our membership and general audience lives a little bit earlier in the day, just because it's Angus's birthday. I want to be able to stare him in the eye and make him do weird stuff for his birthday. So have happy birthday sung to him. Oh, the Sundance Festival. We can read on that real quick. Sundance Festival. 7:30 a.m. Thank you, Dave. 7:30. So it's 14 hours ahead. I got to remember that. 14 hours ahead. So Sundance Festival. Did they crash it? Did they crash it? Did they crash it? It looks like they begged to get in there. They pay to get in. Magician, they called in a favor. 5 of Wands, there's a lot of scrambling after they got in there. Queen of Swords, she just wanted to get up and talk. She wanted to get that microphone, talk about her ideas, let everybody know what's going on. It was not technically, they didn't need to be there. They had no effect on this film. They had no effect on anything that's going to happen. Is it going to be positive or negative for them? Humanaki. Strength. People are out of patience with these two. Nobody wants to deal with them anymore. Nobody wants to deal with them anymore. They are boring, they are tedious, and they are a pain in the butt when they show up. So that is officially our completion of readings for Mixtape Monday live. So guys, we'll probably do this like this moving forward. I know I was tinkering with doing a premiere and then doing a video right after a live. I may do that on Wednesday, Tuesday or Thursday in the morning. But I think Mixtape Monday, pushing it later in the day is a little bit better because we get the Australians in as soon as they get up so they can have some coffee and do Mixtape Monday live with us. So for now, guys, I'm going to go get another cup of tea. I need another cup of tea. Shame on me. But we'll do this again next week. I think same time. I really am tinkering with my times on the channel. So we'll do this next week, same time, first thing in the morning, second thing in the afternoon, open hours all day. So let's see each other later. I'll be here on Tuesday. I'll see you guys tomorrow. In the future, I'll see you later. Bye.